Have you ever met somebody in person and they look nothing like their profile or anything like that? Yeah, that's what today's story is about. Hey guys, today you guys are going to hear the story about Gore and the catfish. So listen up. All right, not too long ago, a friend of mine, unfortunately, we kind of broke up and we're no longer together. We're still friends and we're still kind of texting back and forth, but as far as the relationship, we're no longer together. So I decided to kind of take a chance on Facebook dating again, just to see who's out there, what's out there, and see if I can find some love, if you know what I mean. And yeah, just scrolling through, like here, like there, but nobody ever answers back until suddenly I get a like. I didn't like this person. They liked me first. So I looked at them. They looked okay. About a 7 out of 10. You know, little BB dub. It's all good. I mean, little cushion for the pushing, if you know what I mean. So exactly what I did was I hit like and I was going to put my phone down and I was going to play some Battlefield or Ark Raiders or something. So as soon as I hit like, I sleep my phone and before I'm able to put it down, blink, I get a wave from this person. One of those predetermined responses, which was fast. And as I bring my phone up, unlock it to go check this message, they're actually typing more. And they're pretty much instantly putting bricks of text messages in these DMs through the Facebook dating app. So it looks like this person already had a response built in, and this response was, uh, how you say, pretty scripted. I wouldn't say AI driven, just she's already written it up, and she already written it up, and she wants people to like just so she could just spit it out. So I don't know if she likes a lot of people and she has people respond or whatever the case may be, but I thought I'd entertain the idea. Again, 7 out of 10. She doesn't look too bad. 7.5 maybe. So we start chit chatting back and forth. And before I know it, she wants to text. And I'm like, you know what? I haven't had any in a little while. You know what I mean? It's been a little bit. So I'm like, all right, fine. Let's go ahead and start texting. So that was mistake number one. This person, within about 7, 8 text messages, or excuse me, DM messages, they started to send me their phone number. So that's, red flag number one. Keep going and cruising. And so we start texting. And within about 4 or 5 text messages, she kind of wants to meet up. So I'm thinking, okay, she's looking for this one night stand thing. Could I do that? Possibly. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, let's go ahead and meet up. You want to go to a Starbucks or something? Is there a Starbucks by the house? No, I don't drink coffee. All right, well, is there a bar you like to go to? We can go to a bar. No, I don't want to go to a bar. Okay, okay, we don't have to go to a bar. She doesn't drink. Yeah, it's all good. You don't drink coffee. You don't drink beer. You don't drink. How about that? Let's go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Let's have some appetizers. Me and you, Buffalo Wild Wings. How about that? No, I'm not really hungry. She suggests that she comes to my apartment. I go, oh, sure. I guess you can come over. I live off of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Candy Cane Lane. So her she puts it in her GPS and she heads on over. And so I'm kind of I'm not getting excited, but I'm getting a little anxious. This chick is kind of hot. She looks okay, and she's heading over to my apartment. That's kind of red flag number two. Somebody instantly wants to come over to the apartment. But hey, like I said, haven't had any in a little bit, and I'd like to get some, so we'll see what happens. She comes on over, and as soon as I'm at the front of the apartment complex. I got the card to get in the gate, and she pulls up in this blue Subaru, or yeah, it's Subaru. And I look over, and I go, oh, whoa. As soon as I look over, she's not a 7.5 out of 10. She's a 3 at best. And I'm being honest with you, a 3 at best. She's about 2 times the size of what she actually looks like. So I'm calling her a catfish because she put up a bunch of photos that were old of her. Now I looked at these photos. Some of them did look a little old, but honestly, if you have something 4 years ago, like an iPhone, you're still getting crisp images. This wasn't like an old, like iPhone 3GS or something like that. This was, had to have been at least 3 or 4 years ago. So I'm like looking at her going, oh, what do I do? Okay, hi. We lock eyes. We see each other. I wave hi. She then she tries to call me over to get in the car so then we can go down into the apartment complex and go to the apartment. By this time, it's too late. We've already made eye contact. So I said, fine, I'll just get through tonight. I'll send her on the way. I don't, at this point in time, me getting lucky is not going to happen because even if she pushes and wants to have sex with me, I'm not going to want to have sex with her. Period. Oh my God. So as soon as I get in the car, she moves the towel out of the way. Says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I take care of my mom. My mom sits in the towel just in case she has accidents." So you mean to tell me I'm sitting in a possibly soiled seat in the passenger? Okay, okay. Well, I guess I could deal with that. But also, there's a hint of body odor in the car. That's pretty bad. So then we come inside the apartment complex, and I navigate to where, she needs to park. And she tries to park underneath the carport. I'm like, no, 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 no. You have to park it in the open spots. The covered parkings are reserved. Oh, okay, okay. We park, we go over. I don't know. I don't shake her hand. I don't introduce myself. We just go straight over into the apartment. We go inside my apartment. We bypass the living room straight into my bedroom. My roommate, I don't know where he's at. He could be playing Battlefield. He could be playing Grand Theft Auto. Who knows? So I'm chilling. We go in the room. We sit down and I go, hi. I go to hug her. And that's when she puts her arms around me. And that's when I smell the body odor. It is intense and strong. It almost knocks me out. I am being dead serious. I'm going, geez. So, whatever. Let's go ahead and talk. So, she talks about so I sit down in my gaming chair. She sits down in a metal folding chair that I have. I have three of those. And she starts telling me what's going on. And she tells me that she's from Philadelphia and all this other stuff. And I tell her I'm from San Diego. And we moved out here to Texas. And she moved out here a few years ago. And I moved out here as well. And everything was honestly going okay. She's a good conversationist. I'm not going to lie. She talks pretty well. She's pretty cool. But then she starts talking about what she does every day. She doesn't have a job. She takes care of her mom. And when she's not taking care of her mom, she's on her Switch. So her day consists of taking care of mom and gaming. Gaming and taking care of mom. And that's basically it. She told me she bought Skyrim not too long ago. And she played Skyrim to the point of where she told me she completed it about 6 times since November. That she's burned through all the quests, she's burned through most of the dungeons, and that's all she does. Now, Skyrim, mind you, is a huge fucking game. And she's sitting there on the Switch playing Skyrim. She's completed it 5 times and done most of everything in the game. Holy fuck, that's a lot of hours to sink into one game. So I'm going, whoa, holy shit, no wonder why you fucking gained so much weight. No wonder why you're a fucking catfish. Holy shit. So basically, she told me that as soon as Facebook dating came out, she started using it. And she never updated her profile pictures at all. So that's why she's a 3 out of 10. She looks nasty now. Bad nasty. So then our conversation switches between her and me to my gaming setup. Now, mind you, I have a very good gaming setup. I have 2 computers, one strictly for gaming, one strictly for capturing, streaming, and doing my day-to-day, and I have 4 monitors. Two 21 by 9 stacked on top of each other, and two 16 by 9s that are vertically on both sides of that. It's the Xeon Flux from Corsair, so you could kind of bend it and straighten it. And she was losing her mind over all the monitors. Then I said, yeah, I got about 1,400 games on Steam because I've been a part of Steam since it started. I'm a 21-year pretty much veteran with Steam. And I started scrolling through my games. And right when I stopped scrolling. I said, yeah, if you want to play any games. She goes, oh, I want to, yeah, you, oh my God. She starts flipping out. She sees that I have Death Stranding. And she starts to lose her mind. She says Death Stranding is her absolute 100% favorite game. And she loves Death Stranding. And not only does she start talking about Death Stranding, she starts talking about Norman Reedus. And not just any type of talk. This kind of I'm infatuated with Norman Reedus. She starts telling me about how he was in a Lady Gaga video, how he was in Ride, how he was in he has his own Daryl Walking Dead show. He was in The Walking Dead, Boondock Saints. I guess he was in episodes of Pawn, like some Pawn TV show. She starts talking about the actress that he went out with, the supermodel before that. She goes deep into Norman, and she wants me to play. She goes, "Could you please play? Your your gaming setup looks so good. Norman will look so good." And I said, "Okay, yeah, I've never played this before." "You've never played? You have to play for me." So I'm playing the game. I jump into the game, and I start watching the cutscenes. And she's still going on about Norman Reedus, and she's not stopping. So she's not only a fan, she's a mega fan. She's one of those people that like follows every one of his footsteps. So I start playing Death Stranding, and she's mesmerized by this OLED monitor that is seriously, I think, a 40, is it 47 inch? The Xenox 42 inch? I'm not sure, but it's a 21 by 9. It's huge. She's losing her mind because it looks good. So then after about an hour of me playing, going through everywhere and listening to her talk about just not only Norman Reedus, but the whole Death Stranding in general, she then stops. I then stop and go, well, I put the controller down. I say, well, it's about 11 o'clock. I think we should call it a night. Had a lot of fun. I got to go to work tomorrow, so let's go ahead and we'll do this again sometime. She looks at me. She goes, "You want me to leave?" "No, you don't want me to leave. You don't want me to leave." I go, "Yeah." So she gets up and she starts taking her clothes off. I'm like, "What the fuck is she doing?" She's taking her clothes off, telling me she doesn't want to leave, and she still wants me to continue to play the game. I'm like, okay. So I'm watching her, and just like a zebra trying to cross an alligator infested river, I can't stop looking at her while she's taking her clothes off. And I'm like, why is she continuing? Okay, I'm just gonna keep playing the game. I grab the controller and I keep playing the fucking game. She's sitting on the corner of my bed. Mind you, the bed is a queen size bed. It's right next to my setup. Right next to my setup. And she is over here saying, "Don't you want to sit next to me?" She's tugging on my arm. "Don't you want to sit right here?" I go, "No, no, no, I like this game. You got me to play the game. I really like this game. I want to keep playing it." So I ignore her. She advances a few more times for about a few minutes. Once she realizes I'm not going to go over there, she then repositions on the bed, spread eagle, and then she starts playing with herself. I'm dead serious. She's watching me play Death Stranding. She's watching Norman Reedus shower while she's pleasuring herself on my bed. I could hear her breathe, and I'm not looking. Because again, this chick has got to be at least 320, 340 pounds. I'm not lying. I'm not joking. This chick all day plays Skyrim all fucking day. She can't play Death Stranding, but she plays Skyrim. So I'm losing my fucking mind over here. I'm like, with like a deer caught in the headlights, playing the game with the controller. I'm not even really going to the destination I'm supposed to, because she's just playing with herself. Shower's done, I leave. I'm trying to go to my destination. She's still playing with herself. She then, after she's done, grabs one of my pillows and falls asleep. Falls right asleep. Again, I don't know she's falling asleep up until I hear her start to snore. I go, "Did she really fall asleep?" I look at the time. It's about 11:10. I said, "Okay, I'll let her sleep for a bit, and then I'll get her up and say, 'Hey, you fell asleep again, and you get the fuck out.'" So I continued playing the game because honestly, Death Stranding is a pretty badass game, not gonna lie. So about 11:30 hits, she's snoring loudly, and I say, "Hey, hey, hey, sorry man, you gotta go. You gotta go." She goes, oh, okay, I'm so sorry. I fell asleep. He's all, and then she looks at me. She goes, you want to do it? I go, no, I'm really tired. We could do it next time. We could do it next time. Yeah, there will be no next time. Fuck this shit. She goes, okay, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to fall asleep. She gets up, puts her clothes back on, smells nasty. The fucking body odor smell was bad. I don't know if she rubbed it off on my bed. I don't know what's going on. All I know is my room smells different now. She goes, puts her clothes back on. I walk her out to the front door, not even to her car. Say, all right, take it easy. Have a good one. I'll call you, maybe, whatever. Sayonara, au revoir, goodbye. I don't care. So she takes off. She then texts me that she got home safe. I didn't reply. I did not reply. I was going to ignore her for the rest of my life. Then the next morning, she then texts me and says, hey, I went ahead and changed my relationship status to in a relationship. I'm like, what? We're not in a relationship. What are you talking about? I said, who told you to do that? And she goes, well, I thought we were good. So I'm like, no, ooh. So after she says, okay, it's on private, I'm sorry. I'm like, we're not even Facebook friends, so I don't give a shit what you put on your Facebook. But seriously, why are you telling me that you put me and that you think we're in a relationship to the point where you fucking change your Facebook relationship status to in a relationship? What is going on? I go, okay, something's going on. All right, let me just ignore her. So I ignore every text message from that point on. 2 days later, 2 days later, I'm still getting text messages from her, and she's still being playful. Oh, you're playing quiet, ha ha ha. This chick is insane. There's a big storm coming through, so I decide to go out and watch the storm. So I'm underneath one of the carports checking out the storm. It's thunder, lightning, the rain's coming up and down, up and down. And I look over, and sure enough, I see a few cars come in and out, you know, and I look over and I see her. She's driving real slow. Again, I'm outside watching the lightning, the actual thunderclouds. It's just that it's those thunderclouds that just do not stop, and they just you could see as if like spiders are crawling all over the clouds because it's just how many lightnings are just popping off. It's badass. So anyway, she's going like slow, 3, 4, 5 miles an hour, right? And then she sees me, she slams on the brakes. So her car does this whole like forward back thing, and then she backs up and then comes toward me. And then she says, hey, I thought I'd come over. I go, whoa, who invited you? I didn't say you can come over. I'm looking at your text messages right now. You didn't even text me a single message asking me if you can come over. Uninvited, unwanted. You need to leave. She goes, oh, I was actually going to somebody else's house. I'm sorry. Um, I accidentally hit yours because yours was a recent place I went to, and I just followed the directions. Sorry, I was going to go to a friend's house. I'm like, no, you just basically said you came over to see me. And now you're changing the story saying that you came over to see somebody else. That you were supposed to go to somebody else's house, but you just followed the directions. That doesn't make any sense. You need to leave. So I put my foot down. I'm like, no, you need to really get out of here. That freaked me out. So she goes, okay, I'm so sorry. This is fun. Oh no, no. So she actually takes off. She wanted to make out. I said, dude, I didn't touch you last time. I didn't kiss you last time. I didn't fucking look at you fucking touch your little snickety snatch while you're fucking torquing it to Norman Reedus. I didn't touch you then or there. The only time I ever touched you was when I hugged you that one time. That was it. That was it. That was when I got the actual full woof of your freaking body odor. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell to the no. So, she didn't text me that she made it home okay. I really wanted to reply back. I thought you were going to your friend's house, but I didn't because I don't want to talk to this bitch. So, not anymore. She then thinks that we're playing games. I don't respond to her. For 3 days, she says, why are you ghosting me? Why would you ghost your girlfriend? I replied back, I'm sorry. I had to drop everything. My father got sick in San Diego. I need to go be with him. So right now, I'm in Tucson, Arizona, and I'm trying to make my way to San Diego. So I kind of text this big thing. I had GPT write it up for me, and I said, you need to write this in a very push off way, like go away. And it did a real good job. I don't have the message in front of me because obviously I'm outside. You probably heard the cars passing by. But yeah, it writes it in a really, really push off way, like I don't want to see you. I'm dealing with family problems right now. So 3 days pass, and then I tell her she keeps texting me. I say, I'll be back on Thursday, which was yesterday. Come back Thursday. I said, if I'm here at my fucking apartment on Thursday and she's here, I'm going to flip my fucking lid. So, nope, she didn't show up, but she did ask me what was going on. And I came up with a quick story. I said, look, I was with my dad for the past few days. He's not doing so well. He worked in asbestos, which my father actually did. And he does actually have some issues and problems, but they're not as bad as I'm making them out to be, just because I want to tell her off. I said, look, I'm not in a relationship with you. I said, I spoke with my father for the past few days, and he's a very old person. He's been through life. He's been through hell. So he has a pretty good understanding. I said, I just got out of a 17-year marriage right into a 12-year relationship with my girlfriend that just ended. I said, I don't know who I am as an individual. I need to go explore myself and find out what's going on. After that, she paused, waited, and said, is it okay if I come over tomorrow? I said, no, 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 what the fuck? Holy shit. God. I mean, okay, like, look, I weigh about 230, okay? I used to weigh about 400 pounds. I got a lot of extra skin. Okay, so maybe I'm like one of the best things that she's ever seen before, but I doubt it. I doubt it. And this is the thing that kept going on in my head when she was over at my house getting naked. I said, one, she either A, is hard up, doesn't have sex at all, and wants to have some real bad with me, or B, she does this all the time. And she actually puts a notch on every time she fucks somebody. So the reason why I didn't kick her out and push her out physically or whatever, say, you need to leave and get angry, was because I didn't want her to leave and come back 20 minutes later with a police officer saying I forced myself on her. So it's catch 22 with this shit. So right now, I'm still dealing with a catfish that freaking texts me once in a while wanting to see me. She knows where I live, which is the most frightening thing, and I'm thinking she's just going to pop up one day randomly. Jeez, man. Never go on Facebook dating, bro. Never go on those dates. Find a real woman. Go to a bar. Go to a church. Go do something with an event. Run into somebody. You really want to check them out. Anyway, this is Gore, and this is Gore and the Catfish. And I am